Hi, it's Rhonda with Craft Bar Creations. Tonight I wanted to show you a video how to make an epoxy Papermate pen. These are Papermate gel pen. I bought these from Amazon. You can get them at Walmart, Staples, Office Depot. They are a Papermate Ink Joy pen. They are refillable and they come apart. You want to take the insides of your pen out. Be sure and put these in a bowl so you don't lose them, because there's 4 parts. There's the pen, the tip, and then the clicker parts. I use these sharp wire cutters, I'm not sure what they are, to clip off this. You'll have to clip this off. So I clip it off and it'll fly somewhere. This is real rough, so you'll want to sand that. Then there's a little bump right here you'll want to sand. And then on this back side, there's the Papermate emblem that you'll sand. Doesn't take a lot, but you'll want to sand those where they're flat. And then you'll want to sand your whole pen so your epoxy will stick and your paint will stick too. Doesn't take a lot, just rough it up everywhere. And then wipe it down with alcohol and a paper towel so there isn't any leftover residue. And you'll want to paint your pen with either spray paint or you can use acrylic paint. Spray paint doesn't streak. Acrylic paint, I have trouble getting the streaks out, so to me it's easier to just go ahead and spray paint it. And you can glitter your pen while the spray paint is wet and then use your spray paint as an adhesive. I painted and glittered some pens earlier that I'll go ahead and work on instead of finishing that green pen. I spray painted this pen blue earlier, and I have some blue glitter to go on it. I'm going to use this teal. And since this paint's pretty well dry, I'm going to use clear spray sealer to wet this so the paint or the glitter will stick to it. And I know you aren't supposed to use spray adhesive in the house, but it's not that much. And I'm not going outside because it's dark. So wet your pen down and take your glitter. I adjust the camera so you can see. And just sprinkle the... And I got an empty container. Hold on. I changed my mind. I'm not going to use teal. I'm going to use this light blue. It's called Sky Blue, and it's from the Glitter Guy. So I'm going to just pour this glitter on, and because I used that clear spray, it worked as an adhesive. Use these scissors to knock the extra glitter off. Dip the tip down in there, make sure it's got glitter on it. And then I'm going to spray it again to seal this glitter. Doesn't take much. And I'm going to set my pen over here for the glitter to dry. I use UV resin now. I used to use regular epoxy, but I had trouble getting it. Do not have big fat pens. This works much better. It is $16 for 4 ounces. It's a counterculture UV resin. Takes very little. And I have a UV light, excuse me, that I bought off Amazon. I believe you need at least a 56 watt UV light to cure the UV resin. You can also take your pens outside on a sunny day and cure them outside. I have never done that. I cure my pens with the water method. This is just a bottle of water. Looks like there's a bunch of sediment in it, so I'll use a different bottle of water. But you want to use a bottle of water that doesn't have a bunch of junk floating around in it. And I'll show you how to do that, but you'll put your pen down in there. Looks like I need a little bit more water, so I'm going to pour some more water in this bottle. I'll be right back. Okay, I filled up my bottle so it's nice and full. Better put the lid on my glitter before I spill it. Always wear a glove. Like I said, I glittered some pens earlier. I'll go ahead and I'm not sure if that's the blue one I just painted or one from before. I'll do this green pen. I glittered this earlier like I did the blue one. Your UV resin comes in a black bottle so the sunlight or light in the room doesn't cure the UV epoxy, and you just smooth it out on your pen. My understanding is UV resin is not self-leveling like regular epoxy is. So you've got to move it around with your finger and apply it all over your pen. You can kind of feel the glitter. It doesn't take a whole lot, and it's already mixed. You don't mix like part A and B, or there's no mixing or anything. It may take more than one coat of UV resin. You just put it on. Some people just cure theirs under the light. I think it's easier to cure in water. So you take a bottle of water, put your pen down in the water and don't let it touch the sides or the bottom of the bottle. And I take my UV light and hold it up to the side of the bottle like this. And you can put aluminum foil on half your bottle and it will reflect the light back. But I don't have any aluminum foil down here in the basement, so I don't have any on this. But you just hold it down in the water and dangle it. My light goes up to 99 seconds. with one setting, so that's what I have it on. So this light will stay on for 99 seconds, and I turn the pen once in a while a little bit, especially since I don't have foil on half the water bottle, to make sure that the light gets all the way around, which it should work just fine. Oop. Needs a little more time. It's still a little tacky, I believe. It's going for another 99 seconds. I have 7 of these pens for an order. The sayings that I'm putting on these pens can be offensive. So if you don't like cuss words or inappropriate language, here's your warning that you might not want to look at this decal when I put it on the pen. I made the decals on clear water slide paper. You can also cut your letters out of vinyl, but it's very hard to weed, and if you're doing a wrap on a pen, it's your font is 0.5 inches, I believe, and I don't remember the exact measurements. It's like your decal needs to be 4.75 inches long and 1.5 inches wide, and your font can be 0.5. This is just a clear water slide with some words, no images. And the words are offensive, so I'll tell you when I'm getting ready to put it on the cup or on the pen so you don't have to look at it. All right. That was about 3 minutes. And this pen is still a little tacky, I think. I think it's because I don't have that aluminum foil. Because with the aluminum foil, it only takes 2 rounds of 99 seconds to cure the pens. So I'll definitely get some aluminum foil to do these. See, any movement shuts my light off. I'm sure the higher watt UV light you get, the faster these will cure. I think I paid less than $20 for this UV light on Amazon. And I see there are some glitter companies now that are selling UV lights, but I had this one before they were selling them. I probably should have removed this label on the water bottle too. I just now saw that. So remove the label off your water bottle so the light gets through completely on the bottle. Might be my hands that are sticky. Yeah, that's cured now. It's weird to think 5 minutes ago that was wet and it's completely dry now. Now my decal that's going to go on here, I have to cut out of away from the other images. And make sure I put the right decal on the right pen. Alright, Thursday is the green pen. You may have seen these things in these craft groups. I save my scraps of water slide paper. I cut off what I need and save the other piece to not be wasteful, because these water slide images are $1 or so a page. So you spend about $20 on a page of water slide paper. So I'll soak this decal in some water for a little bit. Be sure and put your lid back on your UV resin so your room light doesn't try to cure your UV resin. That's why it's in a black bottle, so it doesn't get exposed to any UV lights. Alright. You'll spray your pen with water just like you do your tumbler, so your water slide will be able to slide around so you can adjust it. And here's the bad words, so don't look if you're easily offended. I like these silicone brushes to help with the decals, smooth them out. My fingers are sticky. My fingers are wanting to slide that decal around. So after this decal is good and dry, I will reassemble the pen. I don't mean to say reassemble the pen. I mean to say I will apply more UV resin. Probably just take one more coat. If you have bumps in your glitter, you can sand it. This is what the pen says. If you get epoxy down in the tip, if you use regular epoxy, you can use your craft knife, put it down in there, slide the blade around and get that epoxy out. Same with the other end. Resin, this UV resin doesn't seem to run like regular epoxy does. And this is a lot easier method than messing with the epoxy. At first I didn't do it because I thought it was too expensive. But you can whip out quite a few pens real easy, and they don't get fat and unlevel. And personally, making these pens with regular epoxy is just a mess. So that's all I have to show you on this. It'll take a while to dry, then I'll put more resin on it and then reassemble my pen. I sell these for $8 a piece, just for reference. I'm in Kansas. I don't have any problem selling them for $8 each. I don't sell with refills because I don't know where to get them, and nobody has ever asked for one. I just tell them that they can buy refills for them. So anyway, that's all I have to show you. Please like my YouTube channel, watch my videos, share when you can. I appreciate it. Have a good weekend.